They say the jungle has a memory, that it remembers every footprint, every fallen leaf, and every drop of blood spilled upon its soil. Down in the deepest parts of the Colombian rainforest, where the canopy is so thick it turns day into a permanent twilight, elders whisper a warning to anyone foolish enough to travel alone. They warn of the one-legged woman, La Patasola. The story always begins the same way. A lone traveler, a hunter, a soldier, a logger finds himself lost. The path he was sure he knew has vanished. His compass spins uselessly, and the familiar chorus of insects and birds falls silent, replaced by an unnerving, heavy stillness. The air grows thick, humid, and carries the faint, sweet smell of decay, like overripe fruit mixed with damp earth. A profound sense of being watched presses in from all sides, turning every shadow into a potential threat. Then he hears it, a soft cry, like a woman in distress. It sounds familiar, comforting, almost like the voice of a loved one. He pushes through the dense foliage, his instincts screaming at him to turn back, but a strange compulsion pulls him forward. He needs to help her. There she is, partially hidden behind the enormous roots of a ceiba tree. He sees long, dark hair cascading over her shoulders and the silhouette of a graceful figure. She seems hurt, her voice a fragile whisper calling out for aid. He feels an overwhelming mix of pity and attraction, a magnetic pull that silences the primal fear gnawing at his gut. He takes a step closer, then another, his boots sinking into the mud. He asks if she's okay, his voice sounding small in the vast quiet. She turns her head slightly, and even in the dim light, her beauty is arresting. Her eyes seem to hold a gentle sadness that makes his heart ache. She beckons him closer with a delicate hand, her movements fluid and mesmerizing. He feels dizzy, almost drunk, as if the very air around her is intoxicating. He's so focused on her face, on the promise in her eyes, that he doesn't notice the details at first. He doesn't see that she isn't leaning against the tree for support, but to hide a horrifying truth. As he reaches out to help her, she steps from the shadows. The illusion shatters. She stands on a single grotesque leg, which ends not in a foot, but in a bloody, cloven hoof that digs into the soft earth. The beautiful face he saw just moments ago contorts into a nightmare. Her jaw unhinges and elongates, revealing a mouth packed with needle-like fangs. Her once gentle eyes now glow with a malevolent yellow light. The soft, seductive voice he heard transforms into an inhuman shriek that echoes unnaturally through the trees, a sound that promises nothing but pain. Panic finally breaks the spell. He scrambles backward, tripping over roots, his mind struggling to comprehend the monstrous being before him. The forest that felt merely unsettling now feels actively hostile. The trees seem to twist into menacing shapes, their branches like grasping claws. The oppressive silence is broken by a chorus of whispers that sound like his name, called from every direction at once. La Patasola moves with impossible speed, hopping on her single leg with a terrifying agility that defies nature. She is the jungle's wrath, a guardian spirit punishing those who disrespect its sanctity. Most who encounter her are never seen again. Search parties find only scattered belongings, a broken rifle, a torn shirt, a patch of blood-soaked ground. The lucky few who escape are found days later, wandering aimlessly at the forest's edge, delirious with fever, their bodies covered in deep scratches. They babble incoherently about a beautiful woman, a monstrous face, and a voice that still haunts their dreams. They can never fully explain what happened, but their eyes hold a terror that never leaves. So if you ever find yourself deep in the jungle and you hear a woman's cry carried on the wind, stay put. Build a fire, hold on to your courage, and pray for the dawn. Because the voice that sounds so sweet, so familiar, so much like home, is not calling you to safety. It is luring you to your end. Remember the old warnings, passed down through generations. The jungle watches, it remembers, and it does not forgive. Thanks for listening. and be sure to follow for more tales from the shadows. Stay safe out there.